We are making our 3D pop art name inspired by the artist Roy Lichtenstein or Lichtenstein. So first we are going to write our name in bubble letters. Start with a pencil first, and once you like your lines, go ahead and outline them carefully with a Sharpie. You could do block letters, bubble letters, you could sort of make up your own font that works for you. Erase those pencil marks after you've got the Sharpie drawn. Then you are just going to add to the details. I decided to put sort of a thick border around my name using a Sharpie. I just kind of followed the ups and downs of the name, filled in the spaces in between those little pockets, and then decided to sort of trace around my name again, creating like an outline around it. But again, you come up with your own style. Anytime you're using a Sharpie, you want to place another sheet of paper, like a messy mat, underneath your paper. You're going to cut this out once you're finished with it, and that is going to end up being the top layer of your 3D pop art inspired name. Anytime you're cutting, I kind of like to cut out the bigger piece off of the paper and then work on those little ups and downs, you know, without having to deal with the whole paper. So now what I'm doing is taking the name, putting on top of the next paper color that I've chosen, and decided on a shape that I wanted to show up underneath my name. Drew it in pencil first, make sure I like it, tracing it in Sharpie. I've decided to add some details like some dots, kind of reminiscent of the Ben-Day dots. Again, cutting out this next layer and then deciding the color that you want to go underneath that layer, deciding the shape that you would like to see behind it, drawing it in pencil first. Make sure you've got that paper underneath when you're drawing with the Sharpie. Outline it in the black Sharpie, then cut it out. And then kind of restack those layers and think about what you could do to add some more interest and how you like the angles, how you like it laid out. So I've decided that on the green paper, I'm going to use a hole punch. So I drew in the dots, like the Ben-Day dots, on the blue paper, but I was thinking that if I punched it with a hole punch, then whatever color is underneath this green paper is going to show up. So it's, again, kind of like the dots. This hole puncher does hold the debris inside, so just very carefully empty it out into your hand and put it in the trash can. Then moving on to that last, which would end up being the bottom layer, you're going to decide your color, decide your shape, and then start to lay it out and figure out which angles look best to you. Once you've decided, you're actually going to remove all of your layers except for the bottom layer. You're going to start gluing the bottom layer on first. So this is what I've decided on. So I'm keeping them in order at their angles, and I'm going to glue the bottom layer first. Now we're going to give this a little dimension using cardboard to sort of elevate each layer off the paper. You want to put just a line of glue down the cardboard, glue it to the paper, and then another line of glue, and flip the whole thing over and glue it onto your paper. Again, I'm keeping these in order and at the angles that I like. I'm going to leave the next layer, which is the green one. I'm going to leave it at the angle that I like it, flip it over right in that same angle, and back it with the cardboard again. Again, just a line of glue down the length of the cardboard, and then another line of glue down so that when you flip it over, it will adhere to the layer underneath it. Okay, I found my right angle that I want to use. I'm going to flip it over in place, back it with the cardboard, and you're just cutting it to fit this space. So you'll see that there's some tape on this cardboard. I was kind of concerned about how the glue going over that tape right there, how that was going to work. It seems to be okay. If you're able, take the tape off first. But I think it seemed to hold just fine. Finding the angle, flipping it over, and putting down the backing. This time I'm going to use 2 layers of cardboard. You'll see that. I cut another one there and another one here. So I wanted to try to just give it a little bit more distance, a little bit more height off of the paper. But same process. Glue it down. So now we're going to glue on that other layer of cardboard. And then add the glue to attach it to the blue layer, which is below it. Just be careful. Just apply some gentle pressure and it will, I like to kind of push it down gently and kind of wiggle it. You can kind of feel it start to adhere. Then you just add some final details, whatever you feel like adding. So I just have some little designs that I used in black Sharpie. I tried to put a similar design in opposite corners to help create some balance. And then I had some of those little hole punch pieces that I had taken out of the hole punch, so I'm gluing them on. And this is your project. So 3-dimensional. It's inspired by pop art